Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB Show 19. So we're going to go over the finest cards, put in our player votes for which finest I want to see in the game. If you guys have not done that yet, you guys can put in your votes on theshownation.com/finest_players. That will be in the description. But we're going to go over that. So there is 30 finest cards that you vote for. One player, one finest card from each team. And then there is 17 finest players that are already locked in that we don't know, but I think I have a general idea of who those 17 players are. So I'll put that at the end. But let's go ahead with our vote and start getting this through. So we got the Orioles. Now we have Jonathan VR, Trey Mancini, or John Means. VR already has a diamond card, so I'm not going to pick him even though his finest card could be pretty good. I'm going to go with Trey Mancini. Should we go division by division? I guess we should go division by division. So next we got the Red Sox. We got Rafael Devers, Brandon Workman, and Mookie Betts. Now this one's kind of tough because Devers has a diamond card already. He has a Player of the Month card. Mookie Betts has his Live Series diamond, and then Workman, bullpen arm. Don't really care for that one, to be honest. So between Mookie Betts and Devers, I would say Devers deserves it more, but I don't know. It would be nice to have a upgraded Mookie Betts, I feel like. So I feel like I'm going to go with Mookie Betts just because Devers already has a Player of the Month card, which is pretty solid. Even though that one might be a little bit outdated, it definitely would be better. Yeah, let's go. Nah, we'll go with Devers, actually. He's more rewarding this year. He's more deserving this year. So for Yankees, we got Gio Urshela, Gary Sanchez, and Gleyber Torres. This is kind of like the same thought process. I'm going to go with Gary Sanchez because he only has a gold card while Urshela and Gleyber, I believe Urshela has a diamond and I know Gleyber has a diamond. So it would be nice to have a diamond Gary Sanchez card, and it would be a good catcher card too. You know, good power, his fielding's not bad. So I'm going to go with Gary Sanchez. I wish like Aaron Judge or someone else was on that list too, because I definitely would have taken Aaron Judge. But Sanchez, I feel like, is a solid pick. Then for the Rays, we got Emilio Pagan, Tommy Pham, and Austin Meadows. I don't really care for any one of these cards, to be honest. And we don't even know what kind of finest cards these are going to be because they're not all going to be the same rating. I feel like the 17 that they already have locked in, those are going to be the highest rated cards, maybe 98, 99. And then the players that we vote on, they're going to range from 90 to 95 or 97. It depends what the players they already locked in are going to be rated. But Rays don't really care for this one. So I'm going to just go with Meadows. I feel like Meadows, he had a solid season. So we'll go with him. And then for the Blue Jays, we got Ken Giles, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Bo Bichette. We got to show some love to Bo Bichette. You know, came in, had a really good outing. You know, solid season. I guess his rookie year. Surprised Vladdy Jr. is not on the list, and I don't think he is one of those players that is locked. So, Bo Bichette, I think we got to go with him, even though he just got a Future Stars card, but it's not that good. And Vladdy Jr. also has a All-Star card, which is pretty nice. So, Bo Bichette should be a pretty good pick. Now, on to the White Sox. We got Yoan Moncada, Lucas Giolito, and Tim Anderson. I really like Moncada in this game, so I'm 100% taking him. Would like seeing a diamond version of him, and I think that would be a pretty good card. Giolito also would be a good card for a starting pitcher because he has good velocity, and I'm assuming his like per nines would be pretty good because he had a solid season. And then Tim Anderson does have a Player of the Month card already this year, so I don't really want to give him another diamond, even though that was like the first month of the season where he got that. But I definitely want to see Yoan Moncada switch hitter. He should be able to play multiple positions. Then moving on to the Indians, we got Carlos Santana, Brad Hand, and Francisco Lindor. So two switch hitters right here, right? Santana's a switch hitter, and then Brad Hand. I'm gonna be honest, like I know a lot of people probably want to go with Francisco Lindor. Carlos Santana probably deserves it from the Indians, but I think I'm gonna go Brad Hand just to get a bullpen arm in here because I don't think there's gonna be that many new bullpen arms that we can go to. So having Brad Hand, even though he might not be that good, actually his per nines would be pretty good because he had a solid season also. So yeah, I kind of want to see some bullpen arms. That's the other thing I would consider when you guys are putting in your votes. to try to bring in some variety. There's going to be a lot of shortstops, I feel like. So we're going to go Brad Hand just to switch it up a little bit. Then for the Tigers, we got Matthew Boyd, Spencer Turnbull, and Nico Goodrum. I think Goodrum is a switch hitter. I'm not sure. I think he's a switch hitter. I could check it right now, but I don't feel like checking. Don't really care for Boyd. I think for this one, like, the Tigers probably might be the weakest selection, but I think I'm going to take Turnbull just to have another pitcher in there. So he might not be bad, but I think Tigers are going to be pretty weak. And then for the Royals, we got Whit Merrifield, Hunter Dozier, and Jorge Soler. So this one's kind of interesting because Merrifield, I'm pretty sure he just hit his 200th hit. So definitely deserving. Jorge Soler just got a diamond card. I think Hunter Dozier already has a gold card? Or does he have a diamond? I think he has a gold card. But Soler, he got a nice stance. He got good power numbers. The Player of the Month card he already has is pretty solid. So I don't really feel like he needs another card. So for this one, I'm going to take Merrifield. And he should be a good utility player. He can play multiple positions. So that would be pretty nice. And then for the Twins, we got Mitch Garver, Taylor Rogers, and Jorge Polanco. Polanco, I believe, is a switch hitter, so that's always nice right there. And that Polanco card is pretty good. You know, the live series card that he has is not bad. Mitch Garver is probably the most deserving, but I already took Gary Sanchez, so do I really need another catcher? Not really. And then Taylor Rogers, a closing lefty, which could be another good card. So for this one, I'm going to go with the one that I feel like might be the most deserving, and that's going to be Mitch Garver. And he's another catcher that could have really good pops. So if you don't select Gary Sanchez, then I would definitely pick Mitch Garver for the Twins. So that is the Central. Now on to the West. We got George Springer, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve. This one's a tough choice because I like Springer, I like Altuve, but like Altuve's not really that useful, I don't feel like. But contact does matter. So Altuve's not that bad. And then you got Yordan Alvarez, who has really good power numbers and has had a really good rookie year. Definitely a good hitter. But I don't know. I feel like I want to give the Springer. Like I like Springer. I think he could be a solid outfield and have really good hitting attributes. So I want to go with Springer, even though I feel like Alvarez is 100% going to win this vote. I feel like he's the move and probably the player most people will go with. But I'm going to go with Springer. And then for the Angels, we got David Fletcher, Hansel Robles, and Shohei Ohtani. I don't even think this is a discussion. You got to go Shohei Ohtani for this one. And then for the A's, Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, and Marcus Semien. Out of these three, Semien probably deserves it the most over Matt Olson. Chapman, obviously a good defending third baseman, but I don't even think I would play Chapman. I don't like his hitting, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with the most deserving right here, and that's Marcus Semien. I feel like he's had a pretty good year. Would be nice if he got a finest card. For the Mariners, we got Daniel Vogelbach, Kyle Seager, and Marco Gonzalez. Seager is definitely a nice option. Gonzalez wouldn't be a bad starting pitcher, I don't think, but I want that power. I want that power, so I'm going Daniel Vogelbach. And then for the Rangers, we got Danny Santana, Lance Lynn, and Mike Minor. So out of these three, I feel like I don't care for Lynn or Minor, to be honest. You know, those are two starting pitchers. Don't really care for them. So I'm gonna go Danny Santana. Had a solid season, kind of a comeback season, I guess you can say. And it should be a pretty good card. You know, he can play multiple positions also, which is always nice, you know, getting that utility type player. So now on to the National League. We got the Braves, Ozzie Albies, Mike Soroka, and Max Fried. Soroka definitely deserves a good card. Ozzie Albies isn't bad for like a second baseman. Plus, he's a switch hitter, so that's always good. But I think I'm going to take Soroka. I feel like he's the one that's most deserving for the Braves, even though Albies wouldn't be bad. So we're going to take Soroka. Then for the Marlins, we got Garrett Cooper, Brian Anderson, and Jorge Alfaro. I feel like I've already picked two catchers in Garver and Sanchez, but I kind of like Alfaro. I feel like he would be another solid catching card who should have decent power, maybe good power. I really don't know. But good fielding also, which is nice. Then for the Mets, we got Michael Conforto, Jeff McNeil, and Seth Lugo. So Lugo already got a Player of the Month card. Don't really care for that. So between Conforto and McNeil, McNeil's probably the most deserving, but I really like Conforto in this game. So I feel like because of that, I'm going to take Conforto. Even though a McNeil card would be pretty nice, Conforto just has one of those swings which is like really effective. So I think he would be a solid outfielder and have that nice swing too. Now on to the Phillies. We got Hector Neris, Bryce Harper, and Aaron Nola. I feel like a lot of people are going to go Bryce Harper for this one. You know, get that finest card. I just don't know if it would be better than his 95 hardware, to be honest. You know, I wouldn't expect it to be. So, what's the point? What's the point? And that 95 hardware is free to get. So, I don't think I want to go with Bryce Harper. Neris already has the diamond. I don't think Nola is diamond yet in this game. But I don't think Nola is that good of a starting pitcher either. Let's go with Neris. Get another upgraded pitching card. This one for the bullpen. Think he would be pretty solid. Then for the Nationals, we got Anthony Rendon, Steven Strasburg, and Patrick Corbin. So Rendon, definitely an MVP candidate. Definitely a solid card. But I feel like we're going to have a lot of third basemen. So I don't really want to go with Rendon here. I want to go with Steven Strasburg. I feel like him as a starting pitching card is going to be nasty. Got good velocity, good off-speed pitches. And if they give him like good per nines, he should be pretty good. So I like Strasburg for this one. Now moving on to the NL Central. We got the Cubs. Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, and Wilson Contreras. Don't want another catcher. We got Chris Bryant or Anthony Rizzo. I don't think I like Rizzo in this game. So I'm going to go with Chris Bryant just because he can play third. Probably can play first in the outfield too. So Bryant's the move, I feel like, for this one. Then for the Reds, we got Eugenio Suarez, Aristides Aquino, and Sonny Gray. Definitely don't want Sonny Gray. Aquino would be pretty nice because he came into the leagues, just started hitting bombs. So he would be a solid option. But I feel like Suarez deserves it. He almost has 50 home runs. I don't even know. Does he have 50 yet? He's killing it, though. He has a ton of home runs. Power numbers on that card would be ridiculous. Probably 110 plus just for how many home runs he has. So a Suarez card would be pretty nice. I want to go with him. Then for the Brewers, we got Keston Hiura, Mike Moustakas, and Yasmani Grandal. Feel like a lot of people will go with Grandal here. Switch hitting catcher, not bad defensively. So we'll just go with the mix. Grandal it is. Then for the Pirates, we got Josh Bell, Starling Marte, and Brian Reynolds. Bell already has a Lightning Player of the Month card, so we're going to skip out on him. I think I'm going to go with Starling Marte for this one. He has pretty good speed in the outfield, should have good contact numbers, power numbers, probably get a nice little boost. So Marte could be a solid card. And we don't need Josh Bell, I don't feel like, because we already got that 95 version. So we're going to go with Marte. Then for the Cardinals, we got Colton Wong, Giovanni Gallegos, and Jack Flaherty. I feel like you got to give it to Jack right here. Been amazing the second half of the season. So definitely deserving of a finest card. And that should be a pretty well boosted just based on his second half. Probably a 93, 95 type of card. And like I said, it depends what they really rate these cards. But that could be really solid. Then moving on to the Diamondbacks. We got Eduardo Escobar, Ketel Marte, and Archie Bradley. I know Marte already has a Player of the Month card. But I kind of want to see a boosted Ketel Marte. Switch hitter, can play multiple positions. Definitely a fan of him. So we're going to take Marte on this one. Then for the Rockies, probably the second hardest choice. Maybe behind the Astros. We got Nolan Arenado, Scott Oberg, and Trevor Story. Story's really good in this game. I don't think I like Arenado. You know, I don't think I need Arenado at third base. So I'm going to take Trevor Story. I feel like he would be a better option. Even though Arenado defensively definitely got it there. I don't like his batting stance, to be honest. I don't think I ever use Arenado like that either. So we're going to take Trevor Story. Then for the Dodgers, we got Max Muncy, Justin Turner, and Hyun-Jin Ryu. So I feel like Ryu should have been one of those starting pitcher locks. I'm actually surprised he's a player vote. We got Max Muncy, Justin Turner. I think Muncy already has the All-Star card. I don't really care for Turner. I'm going to give it to Ryu just because I feel like he deserves an upgraded card, even though he already has 2 diamond cards. Let's give it to him. I feel like he's the most deserving for the Dodgers. Then for the Padres, we got Manny Machado, Chris Paddock, and Fernando Tatis Jr. 100% Tatis Jr. I want to see that stacked up finest card of his. He did have a Future Stars earlier in the year. Let's give him a finest. And then the last one, we got the Giants, Kevin Pillar, Will Smith, and Mike Yastrzemski. Don't care for Pillar. Will Smith wouldn't be a bad bullpen arm, but we got to give it to Yastrzemski. You know, hook him up a little bit, get a nice version for him out. So those are my 30 votes. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which players you guys voted for, and if you guys agree or disagree with anything that I did. But these are just opinion based. These are cards I want to see in the game and think would be really good. Now, like I said earlier, there is 17 players that are already locked in. So these are who I think are those players. So for catcher, I think it has to be JT Realmuto. First base, this is the one I'm not really sure about, but I got to go with Freddie Freeman. Second base, DJ LeMahieu. Third base, Alex Bregman. Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. I guess Javier Baez could be another option, but if it's between Bogaerts and Baez, I feel like Bogaerts had a better season. And then for the outfield, we got Mike Trout, Christian Yelich, Cody Bellinger, and Acuna. So I think those are going to be the position players. And then for pitching, got to go with Garrett Cole, Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, Charlie Morton, and then either Walker Buehler and Luis Castillo. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Where's Verlander? Where's Bieber? Where's Greinke? I don't really see the point of a Verlander when he already has a 99, and then Bieber has that 97 All-Star card, which is pretty stacked out. Greinke has the signature series. So if they want to have more variety, I feel like Morton would be a good pick, and then Buehler or Castillo or one, you know, someone else minus Verlander, Bieber, and Greinke. And then for the bullpen, they already said Kirby Yates is one of them. Then I think Josh Hader is a lock, and either Roberto Osuna or Liam Hendricks from the A's. I think that's going to be the last bullpen arm, but I feel like Yates and Hader are definitely locks for that. So that's just my prediction on who the other 17 cards might be. Like I said, I'm not really sure about the first base or shortstop. And then starting pitcher, it could vary depending if they want to bring in more variety or not. But either way, I really like what they did this year with the finest cards. I definitely like seeing the community get a little bit more involved with the player voting. And hopefully they do something like this in the future. Maybe let us vote on future signature series cards. That would be pretty dope also. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys voted for. I guess we should submit our vote, right? Because that's the whole point of this, submitting the vote. Actually, it looks like you want to vote because you get a free special gift. It should be a free finest pack. I would expect it to be. Also, going on that note, finest packs better be guaranteed finest cards. Unlike last year, if there's 47 finest cards in the game, we better be getting guaranteed finest out of packs. That's all I gotta say. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys did your voting, make sure you guys go ahead and vote. You got a week to do so. And then you also, I guess, get a special gift, which I'm assuming is gonna be a finest pack. And you definitely want to get that, especially if it's gonna be free. Also, let me know who you guys voted for. What you guys think about my votes. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.